Hello there.
Hello.
I'm in a new location. Your boy in a new crib.
Nice.
I'll give you. Yeah, wait till everyone shows up, then I'll give everyone the grand tour. Yo, my roommates are sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is kind of the dude, one of my roommates earlier. Eagle Scout like me.
Nice.
Also, D&D bro. I got another D&D bro.
Nice.
So I
I,
got someone to obsess over D&D with now, which is sick.
hello?
Hello.
Hello.
What is up, guys?
Nothing much. Just moved into an apartment.
Mm, nice. How
Yeah,
is it?
it's amazing. I got one of my roommates are also some D&D nerds, so that's
Oh,
epic.
nice. That's always good.
Mm-hmm. So I'll give everyone the grand tour.
Ooh,
So we got a bulb. Then we got the epic corner where there's microphone and the cooler. We got to scroll up. That is the bathroom, and then we got the closet. Yeah, and that's pretty much it.
that's pretty nice, though.
Yeah, right. And then outside we got there's pool, pool. Uh,
Well, nice, man. Nice.
exciting. Which sadly, the only downside is school starts up next week, so
Uh, what day do you have to go back?
it starts on the 11th.
Ooh,
Not
how
too
much
bad.
longer do you have?
If I do everything right, hopefully, it would take about 2 more years.
That's not bad.
Mm-hmm. That's just 2 more years worth of like electives in my actual major classes. My,
True. And once you get to your like core classes, it's a lot better too.
I'm almost done with all my core classes. I just got we got one more history, and then it's like 2 Spanish classes.
Ooh, nice.
So I ain't too worried.
So, I have a question for you, Austin, and I guess Amelia, now that you're here.
Jeez.
I have thought about what to do with your level ups for HP.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of making the choice and having you guys not like the choice, I will let you guys make the choice on what you want, and I will allow Sona to make the same choice. You can either increase your max HP normally to whatever it is that I rolled for you, and you will have the reduced HP from the last fight, and you'll have to learn how to remove it to re-increase it to what it's supposed to be. Or you can take a hit to your max HP and not gain any HP on level up, but it will be restored to what it was before the fight. But you will not gain any max HP this level.
Well,
Mm.
I didn't take any hits with that, so I'm just going to take it. I'll increase my max.
See, the problem is you all have to unanimously agree rather than individually agree.
So we
Ooh.
all have to get it.
Yep. So all three of you have to agree, or you have to have a majority. So two of you.
Well,
I
I think it was Amelia.
Because it doesn't affect Austin at all, but it affects Sona greatly. Because Sona has 17 max HP.
I'd rather have a Sona get his max HP back. The way it was.
Yeah, so either all of you sacrifice your HP level up so that you can all have your regular, because Jax has reduced max HP too.
Mm-hmm.
So she would get
I'd
her
rather do that.
yeah, so it's either that or you do get max HP to level up on what you currently have, and you could restore it to even higher amounts if you learn how to remove it, how to remove the
Mm-hmm.
effects. So those are your
Okay.
two options.
Bug is he would sacrifice his HP, max HP, for the party. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. How about you, Amelia?
guess.
You guess what?
I'll do what Austin's doing.
Okay.
For the sake of not losing any more friends.
Mm-hmm. Ramirez already lost too much right now.
Well, he might lose more. Who knows?
Ha.
Don't
Dude,
sleep.
nice room.
No, I'm so happy.
Are you still in Georgia?
I am. I'm
Nice.
only about an hour and a half away from where I was.
Oh, fuck yeah. So close to home.
How's rent up in Georgia?
Oh, it's not bad. This is about 500.
Shut up. For a one bed?
Well, one
Or
bed, one bath, but what is it there?
one bed, one bath. Do you have your own little kitchen?
Mm-hmm. And I'm sharing it with
Bro.
two other people.
And that's with everything included?
Everything included,
Or
yeah.
oh wow. Holy shit.
What the fuck? Man, fuck Texas.
Right? I
So
was like,
I
Jesus.
hate Texas so
what are
fucking
you
much.
paying?
Um, so for instance, I have a friend, and I think where I live, it's a pretty cheap area. I think he had a one bed, not even, he had a studio for I think almost 700,
Oh,
675 with everything included.
oh, no.
Yeah,
Oh, oh,
Is that Brian?
yeah, it's Brian.
no,
I'm
no, no.
paying for my one bed, no kitchen, whatever. My rent, which I need to talk to about my rent. Shut up. Anyways, 720.
Alright, boys. We are live on Twitch. Yeah. I have desktop muted, so I'm currently on my starting soon screen, and they can't hear any of us. But we are live, and I'm also recording this session. So I'm gonna go back to recording shit now because I need it for my notes, which I have not. Also, surprise guest, by the way. So we have quite a bit to go over, obviously. So I'm going to start swapping over to my live scene, and I'm going to unmute desktop audio so my stream can hear everyone.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
Give your
Hello.
question.
Okay. So there's a lot going on. I guess I will start with a recap. Sona's going to be late. He told me beforehand, so I know this, which is fine because this is gonna be a bit of a weird one. I will start with a recap, and then I will explain what's going to happen next. So, last time on Tales of Taroti, our adventuring little party had gotten their asses stomped when they attempted to fight the Fading Oracle and his contingency of guards. At the end of the fight, well, throughout the fight, there are many shenanigans that happened, including a bone man, skeleton man, coming out of the sky and beating the shit out of both sides, and then running off with the bone crown given to him. But after all was said and done, the party realized that Sona was dragon-napped by their enemies. And when Rav was reawakened through the use of his relic by Yalia, they were offered the option to chase after Sona in the underworld and potentially save him, which they chose to do. Traveling through a magical mirror, they found themselves in what is a summoning blood pit. There they fought some basic shades they had faced many times before. But more importantly, Rav dipped his blood-using relic into the giant blood pool, causing a massive explosion and lots of other fun things to happen. The party did not decide to stay there, and instead took Mr. Panda, as well as Seamus, who they also found shackled and bound, and they began to run. They came across a bridge with underneath held a molten lava lake, where they encountered the Oracle yet again. They were offered things, service, and that they refused. And so they were subsequently attacked by some Shadow Knights and Shades. After defeating these enemies, they moved forward, looking for the needed power supply of magic to try and escape this realm and return home. As of which they found a giant skull. Behind it, a cathedral that looked mortal in nature, not of this realm, but perhaps of their home. But before they could get to it, they were stopped one final time by the Oracle, wherein the party decided finally to make a stand against this creature, but they were betrayed by Yalia, who decided that now was the time to take advantage of the situation. And so the two forces fought, ending with the Oracle, Rav, and Yalia in a fiery, molten tomb beneath the rocks. We ended with Seamus going to awaken the unconscious Mr. Panda, Mimir, and unconscious Jax. But that is not where our story will pick up. Our story will pick up several days prior. For there are now forces that move. New and awakened, there are those who would move and benefit from the situation on the continent. Our story this session begins in a place not quite ravaged by the horrors of the demons and their incursion upon the continent, but instead on a small coastal city eastern to the Great Club. A place known for its revelry, its thievery, and its overall hijinks. We start our story in the place known as the Pirate's Cove, with 3 figures. A man who speaks in the company of 2 who would call themselves strangers. This man is clothed of that of a priest, with white robes, markings, tattoos, and with a mask that symbolizes that of a raven. This man speaks to 2 individuals whom he has met many times before over the course of their lives. One of whom is a half man, half vampire. The other, a rhinoceros. Gentlemen, he says, I believe I have a new task for you. And it is with this that I will ask you 2 to introduce your characters. Starting with Bunny.
Oh, wait, am I muted?
Nope.
Oh, hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello. What?
Oh, there she went. Oh, she's back.
I was trying to figure out picture.
Yeah, please describe your character, their name, and what they look like.
So, Liam, my next new playboy, as a tall but slender, vampire with very gothic black kind of like Dracula vibe clothing going on, with a nice emblem on their cloak, holding it around their shoulders, a crow mask in one hand with a double-sided scythe in the other. And they are a death cleric.
Hmm.
The priest, the man whom you know as Father Feather, will nod at your appearance, and he will look over to the other. Rhino, please.
I am Uzal. I am an 8'2", 600 and some pound rhinokin. Similar to Loxodon, just different offshoot, different place to live. I am enrobed in what would be, looks like a normal cleric outfit, for I too am a death cleric. Except that I have no clear signal or insignia of any god, and instead scribbled across my horn and tattooed across my body are different type of dialects from different known gods and religions.
Damn.
Metal.
Father Feather will look to you both, hands outstretched, and say, Gentlemen, it has been some time since we have met. Last we spoke, I have given you contracts, each of you to individually complete, and I still wish for you to complete them, but something has arisen. Something so that I must call upon you both in such a dire circumstance. For my lady knows of what is to come, and she seeks to, well, mitigate the certainties that are abound to us. You need not know the implicit details, but what I will tell you is that your strength, will be required in the coming days. And so I have gathered you here, my friends, for a mission, a travel, a quest. And I assure you, this one pays well.
As long as it pays, I'm interested.
Do I get to kill people?
Oh yes, there will be much killing, my son. Much
Ooh, I'm
killing
down.
indeed.
Mm,
For your
this will be
quest,
fun.
your quest, although it does not inherently require you to end the lives of others, you will certainly need that skill. For you need not kill someone, but protect them. A very special someone. A person of interest to Our Lady. A man who's known simply as the Silver Sage. A druid who lives in the mountains west of here. I am told that he is responsible for the upkeep of magic in the area, and that should he lose his life, much of the order, much of what has been kept in place in the area in terms of magic will go wild and rampant. That the ley line, the life's blood of mana to the world, may yet grow unabated. He is the gardener that keeps it tended, and should we lose him, I fear for what happens to the realm. So, you will keep this man alive, but more importantly, you will bring him to where we need him to be safe. For there is a place we can keep him safe. You must bring him to a town known as Sideways, a small outcropping in a swamp south of the area in which the Silver Sage, currently resides. I shall provide transportation and some basic necessities for you, and I will, of course, pay up front, as is tradition, half of what is to be paid now, and the other half when the job is considered complete.
We know the drill.
I mean, that's a lot of big words. I'm cool as long as the lady says to do it, you know.
Excellent. Well then, I suppose there is one last thing. There is a couple who will be joining you on this quest. I did not anticipate them joining, but I am not one to question my lady or her wisdom. She believes that they will be a guide to you in the area, for they are but natives, or akin to natives at least. They are two ladies, two knights, and they shall accompany you upon this quest. They are not here. You will meet them along the way, but take care. Their own methods, their own, shall we say, motives, or their own purpose, is obscured to me.
We just have to keep the silver one alive, right?
This is true. Though
Then that's all that matters.
So I can kill them, is what I'm hearing.
I would highly advise against it, for allies come costly, and these individuals come at a cheap price. It is a rare it is a rare commodity, to say the least. Allies should never be thrown away with such ease. For enemies come in abundance. Allies, my son, do not.
Well, you know I prefer my allies to be dead, but if you want them alive, that's fine.
Indeed.
A job is a job, whatever your raven lady says.
Indeed. Well, I suppose that should settle things for now. If you have any questions, I suppose, ask them now, for you shall not see me for some time after this.
Hmm. Yeah, I was gonna say if you guys ever got my request or any info on the diamond.
We will have to keep searching. It will take us some time, but we are investigating it.
That's fine. They're just some things I want to try out. But do keep
Understandable.
me informed.
Of course.
Still playing with dead bodies, I see.
What
Yes.
else?
Indeed, and what better place to do it when bodies are in such abundance? But I digress. Here is your payments, and you will both be handed a satchel of gold worth 250 gold pieces each.
That's a lot of moolah.
250
250?
gold.
250
just
gold
to save
each.
one man.
That's a lot of shit.
And that is half each.
I
So
think
you will be
that is-
paid an additional 250 each when your quest is
Oh.
complete.
I guess this is pretty important.
Yeah.
Indeed. Well, now that your necessities and your payment are out of the way and all formalities are complete, you will find your transportation in the usual spot.
Hmm.
I shall
Sounds good.
be taking my leave. I have others, individuals, and with which to see more work to be done. I'm sure you understand.
Before you go, you
Ah.
got blood packs? Since this may be a travel.
It is part of your rations, a week's worth for you, my son.
So kind.
Yes, indeed. I am aware of your predicament more than others.
You don't want me
Mm-mm.
hurting nobody, I don't need to.
Yeah, I've heard of your other partners. Get a little too hungry. Make sure you keep them well fed.
While I do not mind your feasting on others, this mission requires discretion, and I require you both to be at your best.
We
Aye,
paid for
Captain.
it.
And with that, the masked man, the priest, the father, will leave the room in which you stay in. You are currently residing within a private room in one of the many taverns that resides within the Pirate's Cove, and all that is required now of you is to attend yourselves to a stable known as the Black Stallion, where your usual escort of transportation, a woman whose half of her face is stitched shut, known only as Silent Sally, awaits you to begin your travels.
Alright, and Liam, are you ready?
Before we leave the building with the father, I'm gonna put my mask on so no one sees my face. So I'm as ready as I could ever be, I guess.
Alright. Make sure you ration those things, alright? Last thing I want is to wake up to you trying to eat me again.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Ah, I know. Alright, let's go meet Sally.
The two of you go to the Black Stallion. Silent Sally, already her carriage packed and ready, her 2 black mares. Nay, at the sight and sound of your arrival, she will simply nod her head at you and will motion for you to get in the back of the carriage. It is currently empty. And as the 2 of you enter, you will begin a trip where you will travel several days on and off road throughout until eventually you will come to stop at a small town. Let's see here. Where's my map? Map. We're just gonna have to use the outdated map. But that's fine. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. For your travel in the Pirates Cove started in the southeastern, around this area. And so you traveled throughout the various parts of the Great Club, following the main roads as best as you can. Silent Sally knowing the routes for traders, merchants, and other fairly safe places. And after 200 miles of travel and 4 days of carriage riding, you eventually find yourselves in an outcropping, a village, hardly a town, more of a tribe than anything, with about 24 people, and you will see them. They are no better than tribal members with very basic clothing, crops, some livestock, and so you find it odd and almost off-putting that amongst these peasants there are 2 women who stand outside of a nicely set tent, one of which has white hair. Actually, I believe both of them have white hair. But one of them seems to be wearing a cloth robe of various different colors, while the other is clad in chainmail armor, a great sword, sheathed across her back. Poe, since the time of last leaving Gossamer's End, you have decided to travel with Claire, your companion. And instead of traveling to Elverstein, your original destination, you instead, after hearing rumors of some dark things from you-know-who, the Dark Lord, Mr. Bony Pants, you were instructed to travel east to learn of a heretic whom you and Claire subsequently found and eliminated, a man who was betraying your lord to other dark ones. And you had been staying here under further instructions. And now, the 2 of you see these figures. A large rhinoceros humanoid, followed by a much skinnier and slimmer, pale-skinned humanoid wearing a bird mask. And they approach you, having just departed from a carriage.
Oh, God, that Sally never shuts up, does she?
Well, subconsciously, Claire will take the lead with her superior health and defense. And Poe is going to stay back and try to hide along the shadows and kind of scope them out, like see what's going on, see their defenses, and hope that we can find something to our advantage. But you never know. So it's all about just observing at this point.
Well, as Poe basically gets ready for a fight, she looks at her enemies, scanning them up and down for their weaknesses, their strengths. Claire will walk forward with a confident stride. After months of training and some self-confidence boosts, having traveled with her companion, she
You got that bulk.
is standing several feet away from them as she also approaches these figures. One eyebrow raised, she shouts out to them. So, are you the guys we waiting for?
I suppose so. I assume you and your friend over there are the ladies we're supposed to find.
Yeah, they said that you guys would be really pretty. Not seeing it yet.
Oh
Claire, her
Oh.
eyebrow raised, will say,
God.
well,
Daniel.
you know how it goes. Anyway,
Ignore him. He's an asshole when he's hungry. And he's always hungry.
I see.
Same.
Well,
Need a bonkers.
Girl.
I suppose some introductions are in order. My name's Claire Lewstein. I am a recent paladin of the Red Hand. And this is my friend Poe. She's a bit shy. Don't mind her.
Well, nowhere near as cordial.
Yes. She prefers to be as blunt and straightforward as your friend there.
Uh-huh.
The
There's
two-
nothing wrong with that.
I imagine the two of them will get along quite well. Possibly.
Maybe.
I nudge Liam, come on, play nice.
But come on. It's not fun. It's always boring.
It's the mission.
Maybe you're boring.
I am very boring. Maybe would like to enlighten me to a good time?
Claire coughs.
Down.
Formalities aside, as it appears we are done for them, I am here to catch you up to speed on the situation, as it were.
Right.
We still have some ways to go. The two of us are informed by our own sources of information that there is a man that we need to find and protect. Now, I have it on good authority that some friends of ours are in the area that we need to travel to, and that they may be of some assistance to our cause, our quest. But they may not be working in parallel with us, so it is possible we may not come across them. These friends are very, very nice, and they are more than willing to help us, but again, it is possible we may not find them, and it is not exactly within our objective to do so. What is in our objective, however, is to find what is known as the Druidic Circle of the Tundra. It's very on the nose, I know. There is a group of druids who live in this tundra who are dedicated to protecting the wildlife, making sure that overhunting, deforestation, all of that, you know how it goes with modernization these days. Some people are actually concerned with the wilderness, and so we need to find those who are, so they will inevitably lead us to our target, the man we need to protect. Because apparently he is very, very much a big-time hermit, quote-unquote. So finding him will not be so simple.
Okay. So, to get this straight, we have to go into a tundra to find a guy that doesn't want to be found, and we may or may not have backup, depending on whether we find them in a place that's people go to hide where they don't want to be found.
That is all correct.
Okay, lead the way.
You ready to go then, Poe? And she kind of hesitates, seeing that you're still kind of, a little off to the distance.
I'd say I'd go along. Or, well, I'd do it. And if people are on board, then all the better.
Awesome. Well,
Such a nice attitude.
Then let's get going.
yes, we will be quick on packing up
Hey.
our things. You arrived a little ahead of schedule. But,
No worries. Point me to where there's alcohol, and you can take all the time you need.
Oh, yeah.
right. Poe and mainly Claire will begin packing up their tents. And within 20 to 30 minutes, Claire will begin leading the group from this outcropping of a village. And you will begin heading northwestern until eventually you will enter the tundra.
Bum, bum, bum.
The tundra.
Tundra.
It's cold, don't you know?
It's cold, don't you know? Alright. And it will take you, I believe, an additional 3 days to travel into this tundric area. After which, poor Liam's blood, his spare blood anyway, will have run out. But the 4 of you will travel, Claire leading the way with a map, and near the end of your week-long journey, totally week-long, you will eventually come across a hut, a small, appearing forsaken hut. The outside of it burnt to ash and charcoal. Claire will stop in front of it.
Hello?
Hi. Welcome.
I'm still outside, so I'm not like home or even in a car yet. But I'll be home in like the next 10, 15 minutes.
Okay.
So I just wanted to tell you guys ahead of time. So
Okay, don't worry. We're not at where you need to be here yet, so we're still on schedule. Don't worry.
all right. Thank you.
Yep.
See you guys in a few.
See you soon. All right. Claire stops in front of this. She will look to you, Poe. The 3 of you, minus Claire, will begin to sense something. Something dark. Something brooding. Something evil. For you, Poe, have felt this sensation before. This power before. For you have faced this before. A power that screams of tyranny. A power that screams of defiance. And yet something else familiar hangs within there. A spark of light. A spark of hope. Perhaps even a spark of friendship beneath the darkness. You stand outside of this small hut. What do you do?
Wait, all of us are outside the hut?
Yes,
Well,
all 4 of you stand outside the hut.
yeah.
Okay.
And Poe is coming out, and Poe fully feels that isolation and then kind of an elation about feeling reunited with her friends. And then, I don't know, maybe she feels some sort of kinship with the new addition. Who knows? It's a very, yeah, no, she definitely feels it to a strong degree. And she's picking up on what's being put down. We'll say that.
Claire looks to the group. Should we go in?
I'm just gonna go ahead and kick the door in and just yell hello.
You kick the door. Make me a strength check.
First one of your first one.
A strength check. Just
Just
straight
just a
strength.
straight strength.
Ah.
That's a strength save, but I'll take it anyway.
Uh.
You kick the door, and it easily falls over, off of its hinges. You see that it basically crumples almost like paper, with it being burnt. All of the wind and the snow blow in from the outside. And you'll see some papers on the inside on a desk getting blown and tossed as you kick this door in. And
Hello.
when you enter, you will see a modest home with various minor accessories, things that are very basic. You will see a modest bed, a single table with said now flying papers, a small wooden chair, several barrels in the corner, some of which are nearly overflowing with fruits, things like apples and bananas. But in the small corner, or in the corner, something shiny catches your eye. Something out of place. A nearly 4 feet tall silver mirror.
What was Rhino's dude's name again?
Uzal.
Who's all?
Yeah.
Rizal?
Wait, Rizzle?
Uzal.
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 Okay,
Yeah.
Uzal. Hey, Uzal! I found a shiny!
Don't break it this time.
Oh.
Oh.
Oof.
You feel that, right?
I mean, I definitely smell blood in the air.
I smell death.
Alright, alright, alright.
Something
Did,
happened.
did I see the note that we left for the dude with the mushroom?
Well, what they do see is several papers are scattered. You see a small coin pouch, and alongside it there is a dagger, kind of pinning a note into the table.
Hmm. I start browsing through the papers, reading the notes, and anything else I can find.
The notes, many of them, are basic alchemical formulas and various notes on how to cure basic illnesses such as a cold, a fever, how to fix an upset stomach, things of that nature. However,
Hmm.
the paper with the dagger in it is a note saying, "Sorry for ruining your house. Here's some gold. P.S. Please poison the Please poison the cure."
Poison the
Huh?
cure.
Hmm.
Should we just steal the money? What do you think, Uzal?
I mean, who else is gonna be in this shithole, right?
Exactly. I say we just divvy it up between us. The ladies don't have to see this.
The ladies you speak
Mm.
of are now behind you, as Claire coughs,
Oh. Hello!
Okay,
standing
fine.
5 feet
Four
behind you.
ways.
4 ways it is. I'll give Claire my share. just because she's so good looking.
She will cross her arms, and she will simply stare at you, bemused. I don't think that's really important right now.
Smooth kid.
Listen,
We all living up in here.
I'm intimidated by
Us
tall
ugly
ladies.
folks. I'm not tall, I'm 5'3".
Talking about the other tall lady.
Same.
Claire's pretty intimidating.
Beach.
Claire will walk over to the note and read it herself, removing the dagger from it and putting it on the table. I don't know who wrote this, but they weren't very subtle about this. I'm not sure what happened here, but something very odd and strange.
Oh. Yeah, well, I don't think it looked like a shithole normal. Actually, this is a pretty shitty place.
I mean, who would start a fire on their own house in the middle of this wilderness? They would obviously have been attacked. And the smell of
Me.
blood and death in the air, I wonder who won.
Well, considering the fact that none of the inside has been destroyed, and much of the outside has, I doubt someone lit their own house on fire. It was probably attacked and subsequently, from the looks of it, defended. The big
Well,
question is, who defended it and where are they gone?
well, let's go look for bodies. Bodies are always the answer.
Or blood trails.
Or blood trails.
Yep.
As you say, let's go look for bodies, you will hear a small ding come from the mirror.
Liam, what did you do?
I didn't touch it this time, I swear. I just looked in it to see if my reflection would still show.
My young sir.
Does it though?
Yeah, I'm curious, did it?
As he looks at the mirror, Liam will go blind. All of you will go blind for just a moment. As Liam approaches the mirror and looks directly into it, a flash of bright white light appears. And now, we will go back. Forward again in time. To those still trapped in the realm.
Okay, I haven't hit level up yet. Gibby. I don't add any hit points, correct?
Yes. Do
Okay.
not add. We have decided on how we're dealing with hit points.
Okay.
After-
So I've done everything else. I change it. Boom.
But now, we return to the scene, where Seamus awakens Mr. Panda, the white dragonborn, Jax, the dark-skinned halfling, and Mimir, the pale-skinned half-elf. Oi! Oh, waking up! Hey, get up! Seamus wakes you
shit.
awake.
Give me a second.
Oh, my head. What happened? Where's everyone?
Oh my god, Seamus, what happened? Where's Rav? Where's Yalia?
Where's the
I'm
waterfall?
sorry.
The fuck?
I saw everything. Rav, he sacrificed himself. He body slammed that motherfucker into the lava, taking them both with him. Yalia followed not long after.
No.
The lava?
The lava. They're all gone.
God.
No.
So am I free to like move?
Yeah, you are all now free to move.
I'm gonna
Alright. How do I look
stand.
my character?
I'm gonna
left-
run over here. Oh wait, I don't
left click
know.
and you can, there's a small box.
Oh, boop.
There you go.
Oh yeah. Is it very obvious that they fell over here?
Yes, you can see on the right-hand side of the bridge, there are now
Okay,
the
cool.
rocks of the already decaying bridge are broken off. A huge hole. Some lava is clearly sprayed on and has had hardened on the stable portion of the bridge where a handprint is currently of someone who tried to force themselves back onto it.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Well, I'm gonna be
no.
crying. Jax is crying right here in the
Now
corner.
on his knees in defeat. He lost 2 comrades.
I know this is hard for us all, but we need to keep moving. For as Seamus says this, you hear the sounds of battle, the sounds of monstrosities crying to your south.
You're right.
For although your fight has ended, the fight that you have caused rages on.
You're right. We gotta keep on moving. I'll go over to Panda and I'll walk with him, like arm around him as like we're like assisting him.
Mr. Panda is dazed. He is tired.
Hmm.
Most of his life force taken from him by the creature, the Oracle. He does not speak, but in his eyes, you can see exhaustion. The clockwork armor that he had once possessed, a gift given to him by the Prophet of Time, now dissipates. And you can see again, on Seamus and on Mr. Panda, a blackish red steel collar with chain forced upon their necks.
Can
Yeah.
I see if I can take off Pandas?
You know from your previous attempts that
Oh yeah.
these cannot be removed by you. Someone skilled with tools that you do not have, and with skills you do not possess, may be able to do this, but you cannot.
Okay. So I guess I'll walk with Panda, like using my bow as like a walking stick.
I'm just gonna hold on to Seamus. We're roughly the same size.
Yes. And as the power from Mr. Panda begins to fade, so too does the power from Jax and Mimir. Mimir will have the experiences of another wiped from his mind as their use now used. Shiva will detransform from the bow of Jax and will instead reappear next to her.
Oh yeah.
Seamus will look towards the giant skull ahead of you and say, "So, that's our destination?"
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Agreed.
Mr. Panda will nod. And you all will begin to travel into the maw of the skull, wherein which you will be greeted with an off-putting sight.
Is that Twister?
Oh, whoops, this is the wrong map.
It looks like
Whoopsies.
Twister.
That one. There we go.
That was Twister.
That was so totally Twister.
For you will see
I knew it was a devil's game.
a cathedral, grand in scale, a church. And all of the ground before it, outside of it, a strange sight to be sure, for it looks as though you are entering the grounds of a cathedral on the mortal plane, the material plane, your home. It looks normal, save for some broken windows and shattered glass. And that a double set of large doors are opened before you.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Is this our way out? I'm
Just
asking the group.
Does the rock look like it's glowing?
I have no idea.
You have the rock.
Your stone.
I'm grief stricken.
Your stone given to you.
Oh yeah, let me pull it out.
Needing a significant power source of magic is beginning to glow slightly. The closer you get to the cathedral, the brighter it glows.
I guess it's hot potato.
I mean, we have no other choice. Let's just go to the cathedral.
That's what Roth said. We should escape.
The four of you begin to walk within the cathedral. And then you smell it. A sense that is so vile, so viscous. The smell of decay and rot as you look within this cathedral and you see bodies, corpses, exsanguinated parts that line the walls, entrails hanging from the ceiling. You see various forms of pentagrams and other ritual circles drawn in blood, long since dried, in various places. And in the center of this grandiose room, you see an altar with a chromatic black crystal glowing above it.
When you say chromatic, almost like the Prismir orb.
It is very much like the Prismir orb you have seen before, but this one does not emanate power nearly as much. Although it is the size of your head, the orb, it glows faintly and dimly. It floats above the altar, levitating, touching naught but air. What do you do?
Sorry, late, but I'm here.
Welcome.
Oh, thank you.
Hello.
I don't know what I missed, so you guys get to make the decision.
Oh.
You stand
sounds
in a cathedral
Okay.
filled with gore.
Well,
Sick.
Yeah, your mic sounds a little funky.
Oh, mine?
Yeah.
Hold up.
shit. Well, what is my orb doing now that we're in here?
Your stone that was given to
My
you,
stone.
it glows with a visible light. It does not really create. If this room, which is dimly lit through the windows, this stone is currently glowing as though it were like a firefly. You can see it in darkness, but it cannot be used as a light source. However, taking several steps towards the center of the room, its light begins to glow dramatically. Do you continue to move towards it?
Yes, we have no choice.
Yeah. Cautiously continue to follow what my stone is doing.
Cautiously, you begin to move forward and forward. Indeed, Mistgate, Revik. But as you move forward, the light will glow more and more and more. And as you reach a point nearly 30 feet away from the levitating orb, you will feel power emanate from it. A necrotic death inducing sense. You feel a wave of hopelessness, a wave of despair hit you immediately. You feel like you want to give up. You feel like you want to lay down and sleep.
Jeez,
Make me
dude.
a wisdom saving throw.
Me every day.
He's dumb.
Um,
I don't want to make saving throws. I just want to leave. Oh.
It was only for Jax, and she gets
Oh.
to re-roll because she is a halfling.
yo!
Oh, let's go. Okay, God mirrored
With a
it.
20, you are able to resist its effects. You feel as though you are about to enter a magically induced sleep, but you resist. You stand, you shake yourself, slap yourself awake. What do you do?
I definitely want to tell the party that something powerful is around. That I'm feeling a little shitty.
They just call that grief.
Quick question: what is the testing?
Don't worry about that.
Okay.
What's test?
If you
Huh?
see it, don't worry about it. It's called test for a reason.
Oh. My bad.
Oh.
Looks sick.
Well, yeah. So this is definitely not grief. There's something around, but I feel like we have no choice but to just continue moving forward. I mean, what's there to lose?
Right?
My life?
Mayhaps. But with the party now aware of this magic, are able to resist it, your strengths all resolve as you seek only to leave this place. You begin moving towards the center of the room.
Technically, if it's like a sleep thing, I guess I naturally resisted.
It does not necessarily put you to sleep. It simply makes you want to go to sleep forever.
No.
Oh God.
Oh, that's called death. That's something else.
How close do you get to the orb in the center of the room? You are currently 30 feet away.
Damn. How am I feeling now? I was able to resist it, so I'm
Well,
okay,
you're still
right?
30 feet away, yes.
Okay. Does my stone look any different, or it's still
It is
just
now
gradually
brightly
getting a little
glowing.
brighter? Alright. Is it bright enough for me to look around a little, like hold it up and stretch my arm out?
It creates about 5 feet of bright light and then an extra 10 feet of dim light. So it basically just makes everything around you bright, but it's not lighting up the room like a torch.
What can I see that's around me?
Make me a perception check.
You're damn right I will. Give me a second.
With a 16, it would appear that all that's really in this room that you can immediately see are the various corpses, broken furniture, and the rotting of what remains. The only thing that you may even want to look at in this room would be its architecture. Although you cannot identify what species or what race made it, you can tell that it looks ancient. You can tell that it looks like it was made somewhere, perhaps even in the Heartlands,
Hmm.
for it looks somewhat similar to the style of the architecture that Lord Emmerstone has. Though how this place came to be, how it managed to find itself lodged in this realm of darkness and death, it eludes you.
Hmm.
But that is what you see.
Well, I kind of want to. Can I have a weapon drawn just in case?
Sure thing. Which weapon do you draw?
I'd like to draw my rapier.
Your rapier.
Rapier.
Alright. Jax draws her rapier. Seamus will instinctively draw his knives. And will give you a head nod. Prepared for anything.
Oh. Alright. Well, let's head on forward.
You begin to move forward. And as you do, the light of the levitating orb brightens. That which you hold also begins to brighten. How close do you get?
Oh, shit. Is there any way I can just toss it at it?
Yeah, you can.
Wait, what's my. Well, it's a stone, so if it falls, it's not gonna break, is it?
I can't answer that.
Let me look at my. See, I just don't want to get too close to it. What if it hurts me?
I'll do it.
Oh,
Big
okay.
man.
I can. Can I just don't eat it?
No,
We're
you're at
literally in
one.
hell.
You're at 1 HP.
Yeah,
Let me
we're
do it.
literally in hell, dude.
Let me.
Oh.
You want me to do it? I'm at.
I'm gonna hand it to
Hang
someone
on.
who has longer arms.
Yeah.
To who?
Who has the longest arms?
Well, Sona's 14, and Mimir is like 23.
I'm also 6 foot tall.
Yeah,
It's also
you're
a
tall,
dragon.
but like, you're still young. You're still growing.
There's more
So-
magically inclined.
I'm just gonna hand it to Mimir. Just don't goddamn die.
I'll try not to, but it's been 2 for 5. Sorry. Coping mechanism.
Alright, Mimir, how close do you get?
Let's see this.
You are about 20 feet away now.
I guess I'll get 10 feet close to it.
Alright. As you get within 10 feet, the stone in your hand begins to ring. Like a bloop, bloop, bloop. A systematic, repeating ring.
Can I make a Arcana
Making
check
a-
to see what's happening?
It's making a call to heaven.
You make... Yes, please make me an Arcana check.
Can I do a check?
Which check would you like to do?
Let me see. Well, I don't have Arcana. Huh. Ooh, I don't know. Investigation. Never mind, I just won't make a check.
Okay. With a 26, Mimir, what you can tell is that this stone is communicating something. Based on your inherent knowledge of magic, and with your recent experience, as well as what was told to you by Loki, it appears that the stone in your hand is communicating with the orb, which, now that you look at it, is also blinking. It is not ringing, but it appears to be blinking in rhythm with the rock in your hand.
I gently tap the stone to the orb.
You walk up 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You walk up 10 feet closer to the orb. As you do so, the ringing will get faster and faster
Oh god.
and faster until it's just a single health note. And you touch the stone to the orb. The orb will light up fully, no longer being a chromatic black, but now a prismatic white, as it begins to flush with power, awakening. A force of wind will push past all of you, and you will hear the sounds of the various loose bubbles and ends of flesh being moved throughout the room.
Ew.
Yucky.
And then the ringing will stop. As you move your hand away and you subsequently move the rock away from the orb, you will find that you cannot move the rock away from the orb. They are now essentially stuck to each other. You can see an etheric flow from the levitating orb into the rock, as though it is siphoning power.
Huh.
What do you do?
Should this activate the portal?
Lemire isn't stuck, right? Only the stone.
Only the stone.
Okay, good.
Can I make another Arcana check to see what's going on?
Sure.
Can I attempt a religion check?
What are you attempting to religion check?
What's left of the stones.
Sure. Go ahead and make a religion check. Actually, make a history check instead.
Okay. -1 in both.
With
Nice.
your Arcana of 16, it seems that the power continues to flow into the rock. It does not seem as though the rock requires more power, but it seems rather that a step is missing. As though the power needs to be used for something. Essentially, it is one battery charging another, but now that battery must be used for something. Jax, unfortunately, it would seem that with your investigating of this ruin, you can't really seem to glean much from what this place used to be, only that it seems to be ancient.
But okay, so I have torches in my bag. Can I light them? Is there any way I can light them?
Do you have a way? Do you have a way of lighting them?
Shiva.
Yeah, the tinderbox.
Shiva does extra fire damage when he scratches something.
Yeah.
He does not inherently light things.
Breathing.
Yeah, he doesn't breathe fire.
But
if you have a tinderbox, you can just
I have a
light
tinderbox.
something. Okay.
He can't just like attack my torch.
That's not how that works.
Okay, I would like to light.
You can light a torch with a tinderbox, yes. And then much of this room becomes lit, and you can see more of the same. It would seem more corpses, more gore. But now you can see the pews. You can see the various seatings, the wood, the seats, And some of the figures that have long since passed appear to have their hands clasped together, their heads bowed in a praying formation.
Fuck. We can't move the stones. Can I light the stones on fire?
Or
I don't
which
think that-
stones are you trying to light on fire?
The ones that are left floating, I guess.
Well, the only thing that was floating was the levitating orb. The stones aren't floating. Your portal stone that was given to you is now stuck to the levitating orb. But besides that, there are no floating stones.
Okay. What if I kind of brush my fire against it? The levitating orb?
As you move toward, you move your torch next to the orb and the rock, but nothing really seems to happen.
Well, shit.
Seamus will pipe up and say, I don't really know anything about magic, but it seems that we're missing something here, lads.
Like what?
Seamus
All we were
shrugs. Did he tell you how to use it?
We smash? I don't think we smashed. No. I literally don't remember.
Shit, dude. I don't remember.
Maybe there were some
got
instructions that
attacked.
he gave the guy who gave you the stone, or something.
Yeah.
Like, surely he told you how to use this. He didn't just leave you here, stuck and abandoned in hell.
Oh. Yeah. He might have, you know.
Check to remember.
I will give you an intelligence check
Intelligence.
Okay.
to try and remember the clear instructions that were given to you on how to use the stone.
2 weeks
That-
ago.
That was 2 weeks ago. I was busy moving.
I have bad memory and I remembered. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh, Yalia.
At the 15.
With a 15, you remember something about clicking your heels together and thinking really hard.
Oh, yeah.
Oh! I think of the cottage. And I click my heels 3 times. And I say, there's no place like the burnt up cottage.
Why do I have a -1 intelligence?
Because you have 8 intelligence and the base is 10.
That's what I do. I think real hard about the cottage.
Oh shit, my bad, oh my bad.
Mavir begins to think really hard. He begins to imagine the cottage.
Can
Are
we
you-
all collectively hold hands and think of the cottage and
Yes.
You begin to collectively hold your hands together, clicking your
Wow.
heels together, chanting, "There's no place like home," over and over and over. Until,
Love that.
suddenly, you hear something behind you.
Hey, dude. I don't wanna fight.
You hear a raspy voice, a screeching. No!
Well, I
Ew.
don't like that.
You turn, and you see it. You see them. What you thought were corpses. What you thought were bits and pieces of those who had passed. They move. They stir. The sound of a man dying. You hear it again. Help me! You look and you see a man cleaved in half, crawling. His skin flayed. His face, nothing but rotten flesh and bone. One of his eyes completely decomposed. The other barely holding its form. And as you begin to cast the ritual to return home, they begin moving around. Not towards you. None of them actively hostile. But you see them. You hear them. Their anguish, their cries, their misery.
Dude, that's sad.
Don't think about it. Keep your mind
Your
on the
minds
task.
begin to wander.
Don't. Stay
Ideas and
strong.
thoughts of sympathy, of empathy. These poor, innocent
Get out.
creatures trapped
Jack's
here
back
for
out.
eternity.
Can I throw a rock at one of them?
You throw a rock at one of them. Your,
Oh,
You're
I
so
your
mean.
concentration breaks. Sona removes his hands from the circle.
Fuck, I forgot. Oh.
Well, I'm still holding my hand with the
Not
red.
as not as
Power.
him.
Can I like shake it out of my pocket though?
The
Like,
power
you know,
out of the rock. The ritual
fuck,
begins to
I'm so
be
sorry.
disrupted.
No.
Sona, I swear.
What are you
Sona,
doing?
I forgot we were holding hands. I put it back, please.
Sona, make me an intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence.
Oh
Oh fuck,
my
I'm bad at
God.
intelligence. Intelligence saving. Oh. Ah.
In whatever fit you felt, you chuck a rock at one of these helpless creatures.
So sorry.
It cries out, not from the pain or the impact of your rock, but simply from the pure misery it feels from thousands of years
Good.
remaining in this place.
I forgot we were holding hands.
The creature you hit
Oh my God.
is a female. Her flesh completely gone, nothing remaining but bone.
I was just
She
asking
is
if I
not
could.
but an upper torso and a head.
Bro, I just asked if I could.
You strike her in one of the sides of her cheeks. The one word escaping her lips. Why? 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 Why?
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Can I put my hand back in the group, please?
No.
You cannot.
Oh.
For whatever
Can I put my foot
reason,
there?
you feel the pain that she feels. All of that, you become linked with her agony and misery.
Oh my
Bro, this reminds me of like
God.
Tokyo Ghoul type shit, bro.
You fall to one knee.
I'm
Your
about to ask.
hands on your head. You begin to echo her cries as
Oh.
all of the pain and suffering she feels, you now feel, and your ritual weakens.
Fuck. I didn't know I could actually throw a rock. Oh my
Can
god.
I,
Jax and Mimir, make me concentration checks.
God.
Roll a
damn it,
constitution.
dude.
Roll a constitution saving throw to maintain your concentration on
Ooh.
getting home.
I'm so fucking. Oh my God.
I'm
11.
so sorry. Oh my god.
I will roll for Seamus.
I forgot we were holding hands.
Let's see, where is good old Seamus? There he is. Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
Well, at least the mirror's focused at the task.
Jax and Seamus look at Sona, breaking down mentally and emotionally,
leave me, bro.
and
I'll be
you
alright.
nearly break focus, wanting to immediately go and save him in whatever way you can.
No, I
But
don't.
Glad you
Mimir
did.
speaks and holds you steady, repeating loudly over the wailing cries, "There's no place like home."
Come on,
There
bro.
is no place like home.
I didn't think I could actually throw a
Please,
rock.
do not let me go, Mimir. Jesus Christ. I am trying to get the hell out of hell.
Lesson learned: don't throw rocks.
The
Lesson learned.
ritual begins to focus. It begins its final stage. But it requires one last thing. For its power remains unfocused fully. For you have guided it to its destination. But now, one of you must grasp it. However, having channeled the power from the now defunct prismatic orb, it falters, cracks, and shatters as the rock now floats in midair on its own. The feeling of necrotic, and decaying energy fills this stone. And whoever would claim its power would pay a heavy price.
I mean,
Choose among the four of you who will use this power to return you home.
Ooh. I mean, does it matter who
It
has like?
does.
I could have got that. Come on, man.
So, am I able to make a scan? Is that gonna break my focus if I scan it?
You can try an Arcana check.
So that's the thing. My question was, does it matter who's who's stronger in Arcana? Because I have -1. Like
It
Yeah, I mean,
it is an Arcana check. All of you can make it if you would like.
yes.
Oh my God, Mimir. God
30
damn.
and a 1. Very nice. Well,
Magic.
Love it.
Mimir,
Give it to me straight, Doc.
using the power within this rock that it now contains, having siphoned the energy, will assuredly curse its user. A curse that will cause an undeterminable amount of harm to them. Or perhaps something that may not be rectified with magic alone.
Mimir understands. And then he'll take the fall upon himself. And he'll grab the stone.
Mimir grabs the stone. His focus stalwart and unbreaking. His concentration at maximum. There's no place like home.
There is no place like home.
Choose
Go home, travelers.
a saving throw, Mimir.
Oh ho home.
Any saving
my
throw.
God.
And roll it with disadvantage.
Any saving throw?
Any saving throw.
That's not that bad.
Same.
A 16. That is fortunate.
Oh my god.
I like that word.
Mimir grasps the stone. The powers of death flow through him. Barely able to contain its destructive force. There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Now
And
it's time.
No place
in
like home.
a flash of black light, the party will dissipate and will disappear. And I have good news, and I have bad news.
So how
Which-
much longer do I have to live?
The good news is you're not immediately dead. The bad news is there is no way to have avoided the base curse, but you avoided the worst outcome, which is instantly dying.
That's nice.
The curse
Dude.
is a curse of feebleness. Until this curse is removed, all Constitution saving throws are at disadvantage,
Bro.
and all incoming healing is halved.
Oh. Okay, that's not
So
too
we
bad.
should have just let Seamus grab it.
No, it's better this way.
But in a flash of black light, you disappear, and in a flash of white, you reappear. As I find the right map. There it is.
Whoosh.
Wow, there's no place like a burnt down cottage. Oh. Wonderful.
We're going to have to play some Theater of the Mind because I don't have everyone's tokens. But
Can't believe you, Gibby.
I guess I should throw. Should I throw the? Where should I throw the curse? On the character sheet.
put it in bio somewhere.
Bio.
Mm, mm, mm.
I will. Actually, I'll put it under flaws.
Nope, that's not the one I want. Let's see. Let's do this. Moments after the
Ooh.
flash of white light, the four of you in the cottage will see several new figures standing before you in front of the mirror. They will see Jax, Panda, Mimir, and Seamus.
Oh shit!
Who
I don't think
the
I.
hell are these guys?
Oh wait, you see them too? Oh good.
Yo.
Claire will immediately speak up and say, "Guys, it's nice to finally see you again."
I'm going to just fall to my knees and cry because I was literally in hell and I'm going to have nightmares for the rest of my life.
Mimir probably in pain of the curse now inflicted on him. Will probably just take a seat down on the bed.
Oh, will
They're
come over to Jax and will give you a hug. I don't know where
Oh yeah,
Voya went, but she isn't here.
yeah,
What happened?
she dipped. I don't know. Girl.
Regardless, Claire will inform her new associates that these four, well, three, are her friends. And she is unsure about the dwarf. Claire will then look at at Panda, who is apparently the only one who is not immediately breaking down, who then immediately falls to his knees in the fetal position, weeping and murmuring something about death, pain, and suffering. Claire will
Panda?
then... Yes.
Oh my god.
Claire will then look to her other companions and say, they're not normally like this. Not sure what happened to you all.
We lost so many. It's such a heavy price.
Where did you come from?
Hell itself.
Is that like a metaphor, or...
No,
He
I wish it
literally
was.
went to hell
Why
to
did you go to
save
hell?
Sona.
Oh.
To save, and I'm just
Surprise!
gonna point
Claire
with
sighs.
disgust at Sona.
Surprise!
Well, it looks like you succeeded. Where's Yalia?
The daggers,
I'm
the
just gonna
office,
cry
the
some
relentless
more.
betrayal.
They slept.
I
They
see.
died in the most epic way.
They slept.
I see.
Yeah.
Well,
He decided to
I threw
side
a
with
rock
the
at some
agents
bitch.
on his own. So he paid for it.
I am not surprised, Claire says to Sona.
Let's go.
But then she readdresses you all and says, it is good to see you, but I'm afraid I must call upon you, since you are here. I did not expect this to happen, but I suppose it is through good luck and good fortune. But we are in need of some aid ourselves, and although you may be in no condition at the moment, I would appreciate you at least hearing us out.
I would do anything for Claire.
Do you say this out loud?
Oh hell no. She
Understood.
can't know yet. She can't know yet. I barely remember Claire, but you know, that'll matter. But to ask if she likes Pokemon. Does she like Pokemon?
Pokemon don't exist in this world, bud.
Ah, damn.
You
What
literally
it-
are a Pokemon, dude.
I mean, not really.
I know, I'm joking.
I nudge Liam.
Hey, Panda, use ice.
I don't
what is
know
he
about these
rambling
new
about?
guys here. They kind of look on the verge of death. They did say they
Yeah.
came from hell.
They
Well, we
smell like death.
survived.
And I smell death in the air.
Mhm.
I don't feel so good either. I think I caught a curse.
Yeah, you look like shit.
It's not only looks, it's a feeling as well.
Well, if you're willing to hear me out, I can get you catched up on what it is that we're doing here. I'm sure you have...
How did you find us here? Or how did...
See, that's
Yeah.
the thing. We didn't find you. We didn't intend to look for you, even. It is by complete happenstance. But let me at least tell you why we are here. My companions and I are tasked with finding a guy named the Silver Sage. He's apparently very important. He's a very strong druid, and if he dies, a lot of bad things happen. So we're looking for him to move him somewhere safe, because for some reason this tundra is extremely dangerous. We haven't seen
Oh.
anything that would justify that, but that's what we've been told.
Well, funny enough, this house was the Sage's apprentice.
You mean this shit shack we're in right now?
Yes. This was, and we were actually before everything went to absolute shit. We were going to go out and find him ourselves to strike a deal to find a cure for the
He
may
went north on the map, right?
Hmm.
find a cure for the Lord Emberstone.
I see.
Hmm.
I have heard
Right.
of the news of the good Lord, and it is good that you are attempting to find a cure for him.
I fear it might be too late. And who knows?
Who knows indeed. Last I heard, something was going on in the town. Rumors of a uprising, potentially, in the capital. Who knows what effects that will have on the rest of us. But I digress. It seems that our goals are somewhat aligned. We are looking for the Silver Sage, and you need him. So, I don't think it's too much to ask if we start looking for him together.
Essentially, yes. Us off the mind of certain topics of recent events.
And,
Alrighty.
no particular offense, but we were hoping that you would be our reinforcements, but it seems like the other way around.
Indeed, it does. You two, strangers, wouldn't happen to be. I realize you have the type of clerics. You wouldn't happen to know how to cure curses, do you?
Huh.
See, I have good news and I have bad news.
I hear that a lot lately.
For real.
I mean, depending on the curse, yeah, it should be simple enough to remove it. But I don't have anything prepared. Liam, do you have any curse stuff prepared?
Sadly, I don't. You see, I was expecting to maybe run into a more energetic lot, Claire. But
See, I can give you a curse, but that's not what you want.
I may be able to heal your boo boos, maybe kiss them and lick them a bit, but that's the most
Well,
I could do for you, sadly.
At least for now. I mean, it'll take a while, and I don't think we have enough time for me to get things ready. But
maybe when this
if you
settles
can
my
hold out,
I
then I can
mean,
help you out later.
all we
I,
need to know is that you know how to do it.
I
yes,
do. And all I need to know is if you have gold.
I got gold.
How much?
Depends on the curse. But we'll get to that when we
It's
have time.
very feeble. That means that
Currently, we need to find the sage guy, so
maybe the sage doesn't get rid of it.
maybe. So,
Anyway,
did you
that's
find
not.
out where he was? Was he in hell?
Nope, that was only Panda.
Huh.
Check that off our list then, I guess.
Hmm.
Very simple. Oh, by the way,
What were
what?
your names again?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Oh,
Proper introduction. Sorry.
I am Uzal, and this is Liam.
Heyo.
Salutations. Lemire.
Jack.
Jack. Yeah. And that one huddled in the corner is Panda.
Hmm.
You all know me, of course, Claire says. And her, and she
Mhm.
points at Poe, who is still
Jack.
hugging Jax.
Cone. Long time. No see. How you doing?
She waves at
Hmm.
Mimir. There is
What a lovely reunion.
one point of contention. I need the four, well, I'll say three, Jax, Mimir, and Sona, Mr. Panda, to make me perception checks.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Off topic. My dog passed beginner trainer today, or puppy training. So
Nice.
she got a
Nice.
little like graduation hat. It was cute.
Oh shit.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So
So
fucking
stupid.
clever.
Well,
We're all on the same page right now.
what you know with your perception checks is that when you were last in this hut, there was a grand fight going on, hundreds of feet away from you.
Mm.
You no longer hear the sounds of fighting. Things are quiet. Almost too
Too
quiet.
I have a question.
Yes.
Was time different for us? Did time slow down or time speed up when we were in hell?
What day is it?
What a great question that I cannot answer right now.
What day?
Could we ask like Claire or something?
Claire, what day is it?
You could ask what day it is, yeah, sure. Claire will look at you and shrug, saying that she doesn't have a calendar.
But she dumb as hell.
God.
You two. What
You
day
are-
is it?
The day is today, obviously.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
I'm gonna give y'all a scowl.
Oh, I love that look on their face.
Oh. Funny story, you wouldn't happen heard a battle of epic proportion going on in the background, would you?
I
You would
Don't-
not have, as you travel through the tundra. In fact, you would have not seen any signs of any life or any people, let alone some giant battle.
That I'm afraid of. That's not good. Then I look to Poe. More Gareth is here.
Poe will furrow her eyebrows and will get serious. And she will look angry, but she will say nothing.
We
Oh yeah.
had a little chat before we came down here. I will say, in that battle I speak of was him versing one of the 9 greater demons. So now that this is all quiet, that brings great concern to me.
Demons.
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 Yeah, like the ones in hell.
Demons.
That we were at, demons.
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 Yes, demons.
Demons.
I
Tell us
can't
about
quite
demons.
drink their blood.
Oh, there's a great big pool of blood in hell. Lots of carcasses. All screaming and misery.
Lots.
You would love it there.
And lots of
By your
misery.
Just like a sea of agony. And lava. That's how our friends died. In the pit of lava. I'm sad.
Oh.
Wait, so
Sorry
there
to
was
hear
more
that.
of you guys?
Oh, yeah.
That
That's fine.
explains the smell
Yeah.
of death.
Yeah.
That
Like I
explains
said.
the grief, dude. I'm
Yeah.
angry.
Yeah, one joined demons, backstab. Really hurt. Had to kill him. He didn't really kill him. We didn't kill him. He jumped in lava. It's sad.
More, unfortunate.
Yeah.
Very sad.
I mean, in our line of business, death is pretty common, so.
Mm.
You
Sometimes
know.
we play with it too.
Although, if they fell in
Necromancy.
lava, that's quite difficult.
Necromancy, you say? That's what I'm hearing. You do necromancy?
I never said nothing of the such.
You just said play with dead bodies. Either
Mhm.
necromancy or something else. I'm not.
Hey. What we do with bodies is our own business.
Claire will speak up with a loud cough and say, "So, are we going to search for this guy, or are we just going to talk about how people like to play with dead bodies?"
We can do both on the way.
That
Sure.
was a rhetorical question.
Ha.
Mm-hmm.
You tell him,
The
Claire.
tall lady's so intimidating.
She's been like this the whole way.
I don't know what to do with her.
And the other one's been quiet.
Too quiet.
I miss Sally.
Sally's voice was lovely.
What happened, Sally?
She had to go back. Anyways, let's go find the Silver Surfer, Sage.
Sorry, that one got me.
Oh,
Silver
Yes.
Sage.
I remember it was a part of the MCU. Yes.
So, do we have any clues here, ladies and gents?
No, we could.
You
I
said
think
this
we
was like the apprentice's house?
Yes.
Where is
Yeah,
he?
he ran off like a little asshole.
In hell?
No. Just while his house was being burnt
Unfortunately.
down by said demons.
Hmm.
Do you know where he ran?
East. Just kidding.
I think
That way. I'm gonna point
North.
in the direction.
if I remember correctly, the
I
spot that
thought it
we
was.
I know where it is. This way.
the spot that
Okay,
we
wait.
Oh, it was this
But
way.
was he heading towards the silver dude?
no, he was
Good question.
just heading off,
We
running
were
away.
attacked.
Then
He
he's
had asked us
worthless.
to find us.
Did he
That's
That
tell
way.
you where the silver guy was?
No, but the place we have theorized is there's a cave in the mountain where a dragon may lie. Because we think this is because the last thing he heard from his master, the Silver Sage, is that he must keep it asleep.
He's gonna keep a dragon asleep. Well, I don't know about you guys, Claire will say, but dragons are a myth. Always have, always will be.
I've seen things, Claire. Myths might be truths.
Yeah,
Claire
sea
will,
dragons.
All
Claire will
okay.
look at Shiva and then reiterate, a real dragon, one that's like bigger than a house.
We have it on good source that there is a dragon in this area.
Would we have any knowledge of dragons?
Sea
Nothing,
dragons.
nothing other than that rumor. It was once rumored that dragons were once creatures as large as mountains that would roam throughout the continent, feasting on any creature they considered lesser than themselves, which was all other creatures that weren't dragons. And they were rumored to have been forced into extinction by the current now pantheon of gods, which is why most mortals worship them. It's because they believe that they were saved by dragons. Or from the dragons, excuse me.
Gods, dragons. Ugh.
Yeah, don't really like the gods.
I guess I wouldn't like the dragons either.
Yeah, they could both be a big problem. Do we have to go there?
Potentially, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna ask for a raise. No one said anything about demons and dragons.
I want double the money.
You
Maybe
guys get
triple.
paid?
You don't?
Not that I mean, I get
Low
rocks.
wages.
I get rocks. It'd be alright.
So you just wander out into cold places and look for stuff for fun?
Oh, well, this is more of
We
a
were trying to save a life. We
Ah.
ended
this
up
is
losing
more of a
two.
double whammy. Kind of take out of the also find
Also,
thrower. Turned out we didn't really. We're still working on the
We're
second.
getting fucked in the ass.
yeah. Also, I shouldn't get paid because I kind of made a oopsie, very small oopsie.
Oh yeah, you have nothing, don't you?
So I'm in debt.
Yeah, so
First
when you guys see
9
Mr.
demons.
Panda, he is a white dragonborn in plain clothing. He has no backpack or any equipment on him except for except for a couple of rocks in his hand and a light hammer on
Do you guys
on
have
his
to
waist.
take off these first?
Figured he was just your slave.
He does have a collar around his neck. What is that?
That's something that would want to call.
Can I offer Claire a rock?
Claire will not take a rock and will instead ask you why you were chained up like a dog.
Maybe because I want to be a dog. Okay.
Like I said, he was captured by demons.
He is a slave,
Him
right?
and Seamus.
I think he's a slave. The same with the
When we
dwarf.
found him, they were
I ain't no slave, bro.
chained. And there's no way for us to take him off.
Unless it's Claire, then
Try
I'm
it.
definitely a slave.
Claire will
Collars from hell,
back the
huh?
fuck off.
Would you like to attempt to take it off of them?
Can we investigate it?
Make me an investigation check.
Can I bark at them?
Who's are you looking at? It was all
I'll look at the lizards, I guess.
the lizard. I guess I'll take the short boy.
Investigation.
Yeah, investigation.
Oh,
Can I-
oops, sorry. Ignore that one. I put advantage. I shouldn't have put that.
Well, I take the left number
That's
anyway.
all.
That's fine.
It would
Can I-
appear that, no, please do not. It would appear that, these bonds are magical in nature, and that even with an immense amount of raw physical strength, one would not be able to break them, let alone whatever enchantments are held upon them. It seems that what they speak is true. They cannot remove them, but perhaps there would be one who might be able to.
The Tinkerer.
You guys said these guys got enslaved by demons?
Mm-hmm.
Captain.
Is that what happened to your other friends that are gone? Demons?
No, they fell in love.
They
Gibby,
sacrificed themselves.
I'm allowed to talk about. Yeah, I
You're no
remember.
longer, yes, you're no longer
Alright, yeah.
cursed.
I just make it sure.
In that way, anyway. Yeah.
Blah 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 blah. Wait, hold on. What?
I said what I said.
Okay. Well,
So,
I tell them the story because they weren't there. So blah 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 blah. Now you know.
What is he telling us? All I heard was
No,
blah
no,
blah
no.
blah.
You gotta actually explain this one
Got
from
captured.
your memory.
Got captured. Had to answer 7 questions. If they thought I was resisting, points taken away. Got 2 points taken away. He can control 2 of my movements during a battle or whatever. He can see through my eyes, hear whatever I'm seeing, or what? Hear what I hear, see what I see. You know, blah blah blah.
wait, who can see through you?
Yeah, dude.
Dagon, right?
Dagon.
Right?
You what?
Alright, I think it was. I don't.
Okay, this is getting a little much.
I think they may be
I
more
draw my
baggage than what we're worth.
I draw my rapier at Panda. He what? You what?
I also summoned 9 demons.
Uh-huh.
Nice
Yeah.
call, lady. I don't like your friends.
Please
just this
don't
one in
judge
particular.
me based on that individual.
I see the pet.
All you see is we're trying to clean up.
I like to think of myself as the chosen. You know?
The one we're constantly having to pick up after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all
I
you, that's who
apologize.
chosen to be a bitch.
Oh, all right.
No, I like you.
Still my
There's something-
teammate.
There's something about
Listen.
you. I think we can work something out.
Can I throw a rock?
You are out of rocks. You
I have one more. I had 2.
Okay, you have one more. Where are you throwing it? Are you gonna throw it in the
Throw it
mirror?
at the vampire.
Yalia. Or shit. I don't know the new character's name.
Liam.
Liam. Throw it full force, bro.
You miss.
Fuck yeah, dude.
How do I miss, bro?
I see him throw a rock at me, clearly,
You
alright?
clearly see he's exhausted. He almost died like 3 times. He was cursed and now is uncursed. He traveled through hell. He's basically exhausted to the point of near death. He picks
Not
up a
even,
rock
bro.
and he throws it and it just immediately falls like 2 inches out. It's not even like a throw. It's more of like an toss.
I
The
was thinking
puppy
the same
dog
thing.
is baring its fangs. How lovely.
We don't have to protect that one, right?
Oh, bro.
We were only hired to protect one.
Okay.
It's okay. I don't get hit anyways. So
I look at Claire. And, this is the backup? These are the people who are gonna help us protect the dude?
They
Oh,
can if they'd like, but
Wow.
it was as I said earlier. Their goals are not necessarily perfectly aligned with ours. They are not, as much as they are my friends, they are not necessary. They may travel with us as long as they wish. We will help them and they will help us and vice versa. That is how it is.
Yeah.
They just seem to be going through a lot right now.
Well, looking at my schedule, I'm free now.
I think we just need some good rest, some health, and some rations. Because I fought my way through hell.
I have so many rations.
all. It's been a while. I need some.
Can
What
you
is he
do?
talking about?
Can we go talk outside, Liam?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
The two of you go
Mhm.
outside.
Huh.
Kind of weird, bro.
Mhm.
Oh, you know what I mean. I need
Claire
some.
shoots back at Panda. Yeah, and you're half naked with a bunch of your friends claiming to come from hell. So, you know, this whole situation's a little weird, don't you think?
Huh.
Be quiet,
I'm
Claire.
a guy with one arm,
I
and I shoot a bow.
yeah.
Ah.
Holy shit.
Okay, Claire. Yeah, something's happened. Okay, but you know, I want to go cry.
You go cry.
I will.
All right, Liam.
Uh,
You're outside with your companion.
Zal.
Ah, yes.
I ran on a blood pact.
Zal.
I know. Can we like find an animal? Can you deal with that for now?
We did not see any life at all coming here. And finally,
Yeah.
a dinner is presented upon me.
Well, but they're also part of the fucking mission. I don't think we can. Well, I guess maybe the lizard.
Maybe the lizard will donate some blood.
We could try to buy it off of them.
Bitter, though. I like the tall lady. She does seem like she tastes good.
Gee, okay. How much do you need for now?
It's been a bit. I
It's
think I
been
can
like a
maybe.
day since you've had your last one.
Alright.
You probably be okay for a couple more days if you really had to push it.
I've got less than a week at most, maybe, if I'm strong enough. But I still need the rations to last us for as long as we're gonna be here.
That is true. Okay, can I give you a pint for now? And just deal with it until we are able to find some animals or something?
A pint of whose blood?
Mine?
Hmm. When was the last time I had your blood?
Mm, that raid, I think. Where we got
Oh,
trapped for a while.
that was a nice day.
Not for me.
Yeah, for me.
Anyways. Would I roll for damage if I give him some of my blood?
No, you could like make a small incision, uh, like a small cut on your hand, and just like let him kind of cup it and drink it, and then you could just bandage it back up. It would be
Okay,
like a single point or 2 points of damage. It's basically negligible.
Okay.
Or you
Do you
could
have
just
like a
like
water skin or something?
yeah, or he could just like drink out of your neck like a regular vampire. He does have fangs.
That is true. I'm not
Sexy.
comfortable with that.
You don't want me biting your neck again?
No. You do weird
Oh,
things that you said you wouldn't.
listen, listen. I can explain.
Well,
I
those two figure that out. What are the rest of you doing?
Um, are we able to rest long enough to restore our health and spell slots and shit? Do we have
You
that
want to
luxury?
take a long rest, is what I'm hearing.
Do we have the luxury of taking a long rest?
You are in a house designed for one person, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people with you in this house designed for one person.
It's like a one-bedroom apartment.
Yep, and you've got 8 people here.
So I'm gonna sleep on the floor.
What do you think?
I think me and Seamus are small enough to like
Cuddle.
take up a corner and everyone who needs to rest can rest.
Seamus is actually a medium-sized creature, as all dwarves are. Because they're big and stocky, whereas you're simply
true.
small and lean.
Well,
But
then
if
I
you
can just
but
take up a little corner.
if you wish to long rest, I suppose if you set up tents and used your camping supplies, you could chance another night in the woods.
No, that's alright.
Oh God, no. Never mind.
But you know what Mimir will do? You'll see the coin pouch of money he will left the dude. See, he never grabbed it, and he's going to take his money.
Mimir snags the money that was untaken
Nice.
Anything else?
How much? How much
I
money?
believe it was 35 gold. Isn't that right, Bunny? 30
Huh?
or 30. When you left the money pouch, it was either 30 or 35 gold, right?
I left 30.
Okay.
I used half my money.
Gibby, do I have my coins still or no?
You have nothing.
Oh, then okay. I guess I had to get rid of all my
This is.
my coins. Damn.
Well, if this
At
is
least
the
I'm super
case,
lightweight.
then can I use one of my healing potions that I bought? If we're not gonna long rest.
If you have a healing potion, then you can use it now, yes?
Dope. Does it restore all my health?
No. It is 2d4 plus 2. So I will roll that. If you
Thank
delete
you.
it from...
Yeah, I had 22, so now I'm
Okay.
just...
That will heal you for a total
Oh,
of
okay.
7 hit points.
Alright. Wow. Can I just round it?
No.
So now that I leveled up my intelligence to 20, so that means I get one more spell. Do I get that spell slot? That spell
Yeah.
point now?
Yes.
Okay, so I still have.
You also, for those of you who are spellcasters, so this would specifically be to Amelia, because you leveled up, I need to double check Hunter, or excuse me,
Ranger?
to see if you actually get more spell slots, because if you do, then you would actually have another spell, which you could use to heal if you wanted. But I need to check. So Ranger at level 6. Spell slots. Nope. Okay. You do not get an extra spell slot. So, you are at where you are at.
Well, do I get to add a new spell though? Like, do I at least get a new?
Yeah, you get a new spell. You just
Okay,
don't get more spell slots. You
Okay,
get a new
yeah.
ability, but you don't get more mana.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
So,
Nothing gets like refilled after a level up, right? Just make sure.
huh?
Nothing like gets refilled. Like get all
No,
my spell.
no. You're supposed. So I do it arcade style. So normally, like extenuating circumstances not included. You level up. You get your max HP, and then you heal the full. And health is the only resource you get back, not spell slots or abilities. But
Okay.
because of last session, you guys opted to get your max HP back, and now you're at your current HP. So normally you would have gone to full HP, but you're supposed to have not done that. So things
Okay.
are in order, but you can, if you would like, to spend an hour in this hut and just take a breather and relax. You can take a short rest if you wish. Perhaps not a long rest, unless you want the chance having 8 people basically sleep in this one small cabin. But a short rest is easily done.
Can we prepare spells during a short rest or only long?
Only long.
Hmm.
It's
All
a
right.
shame.
Oh, we're back inside, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, we
We
come back
settled what's gonna
in.
happen.
The 2 of them will come back inside. One of them seems a little bit more pale than before.
So,
What happened? I'm gonna look at you.
don't
It could
worry
be from
about
the
it.
Raising my brows.
it could be from the cold, or it could be from any number of things, but he does look slightly more pale. It's not super noticeable, but you do notice it.
Okay, I'm just gonna raise my brow.
Look,
Yeah.
we came up here with a very particular purpose. And we have no problem adventuring with you, and I suppose dealing with whatever it is that you seem to be dealing with, which is a lot. And since you don't seem to be you know, weighed down by gold, I would ask that perhaps you help us in a different way in exchange for us, keeping you alive and maybe making sure whatever happened doesn't happen again.
Go on, Claire says.
So, see, my friend ran out of supplies on the way here, and well, we haven't heard a single type of living creature or animal around, and he has a very particular diet.
Go on.
Um,
Oh.
Liam, do you wanna explain?
In other words, you could donate a small portion of your blood to the lovely, lovely cause of Liam, and I might not kill you all in your sleep.
So blunt.
Claire will kind of raise an eyebrow and say, he doesn't mean that.
It
Mm,
kind of means that.
I'll tell you one thing about me. If I don't get my blood, no one's safe.
So what I'm hearing is you're a vampire.
Maybe.
As I'm looking at,
Or he's just a freak who really likes drinking blood. It's hard to tell.
is he standing in front of the mirror right now?
He is not standing directly in front of it, no.
Is the mirror angled where it's pointing to him?
It is not.
Okay, darn.
I take the
but-
scythe and I shatter the mirror.
But, well, I was going to say, as you look at the mirror, or excuse me, as you look at the mirror,
Ah.
you will notice that it is shattered and cracked.
Well, vampire or not, you're not getting my blood, dude. I don't care what kind of threats you're throwing my way.
He
Can I just
doesn't.
bark?
It... Can you put that away?
Put what away?
Oh, I was pointing at the lizard.
Put what
Oh,
away? What?
What does he
You
have?
barked.
Oh.
I meant him.
Oh.
Put him away.
Oh. I forgot that thing was here.
Ooh.
Sona, can you behave yourself for like 5 minutes? Claire says.
If you did, it would be a lot.
I'll think about it.
No?
I'll be a lot nicer about it. Basically, I need your blood to keep going to make sure I can help you.
You can lap up my
I will
blood
go
on the
to the
battlefield.
I got 1 HP.
I'll hold you to that then.
1 HP.
Why don't we just move along, see how well we get together? Anyway,
Right.
Claire speaks up and says, I agree. I think that we've spent far too much time sitting around here already. If you all are willing, we can begin traveling. I have a map here of the surrounding area, and I have some idea of where to go, or some places we might be able to search, based on the information Poe and I have gotten.
I do think
Okay.
we should take at least an hour rest so we can regain some sort of strength before we head out into unknown territory once again.
Well, we have been traveling for several hours ourselves, so I suppose an hour rest just to sit and maybe eat some food, rest our feet wouldn't be so terrible, eh, fellas?
Alright.
I guess I'll go sleep outside.
I'll go look around, see if I find any animals.
Yeah, I guess I could join you for that. It is my blood after all that I need.
Alright.
You know,
Well, I'm gonna lay down.
We will now begin the short rest process. So,
Yay.
here's how this works. Some abilities will be recharged, so things like Action Surge, Warlock spells are recharged,
My breath weapon?
your breath weapon is recharged,
Oh,
and
like that.
you may spend as many hit dice as you have available to heal. So you can spend up to 5, and you get half of your hit dice back in a long rest. So or excuse me, you have 6 actually because you're all level 6. So you can roll your hit die to try and heal, and you will get 3 of them back. If you spend more than 3, you will get 3 back on a long rest. If you spend 3 or less, you'll get, all refresh. So those of you who are missing HP may now roll your hit dice as
What's
you
the-
rest. It is the button called hit die.
Do my spell points
Your
refresh?
spell points refresh on a long rest.
Okay. Oh, I got one of those.
Yeah, so just like that, and you can do that up to 6 times. So 5 more, if you
How
want.
much would I want to do though?
Well, it's up to you because if you just rolled that one, you would heal for 4. Because the number you
Alright.
roll is the number that you heal.
But what happens if I use them all? I can't get them back
You
until
get them back on the long rest. You get half of them back. Half
So I
of
need
your
two
maximum.
long.
Yeah,
So I need
it's
two long rests.
2 long rests without using any short rests, essentially.
Okay. Do I have to change the number? It says 5. Or is that okay?
Yeah, I'll change it. It's
right?
because you haven't technically leveled up to 6 yet
One.
on your character sheet.
5,
Oh, how do I do
I'll
that?
do
6.
that.
All right.
So
So-
add all those together.
10, 30, 42, right? Yeah. Wait, hold up. I don't know if I got that right.
Okay, you're level 6 now.
Oh, that's all I had to do?
Yep. You just literally
have
go
to-
to literally click the cogwheel up here, go to level,
It's
go
43.
and change it
Yeah.
from 5 to 6, and that's it.
Dope. How do I add my new spell though?
You will have to do that manually.
Oh.
Okay.
Does Sona have any weapons?
He has a light hammer on him, and that's it.
Damn.
Yo, let me add that real quick.
Sona, do you want a light crossbow?
30. Huh?
He has negative index, so
Never
be
mind.
aware.
Yeah,
30 plus, plus
Okay.
9 plus 1. Yeah. I'm back at the 43 health.
Wish I kept my other leather armor. Not good enough. Oh well.
Dude, I fell so hard I fell so hard. My friend pushed me. And it hurt so bad. I was trying to get down on the skating ring and then the man just pushed me and I fell on my ass. I hurt my back.
Alright, I almost wanted to say, Rob. Mr. Rhinoceros, Mr. Uzal, if you would like to look for an animal that you can use for Liam,
Yes.
please roll me a survival check. I will also have him roll a survival check when he returns.
Okay.
Yo.
Okay, damn. Better find like a small
Never
rabbit.
mind, I guess that's... You will find a... Well, let's actually see.
Small rabbit.
Higher is better. Okay.
An elephant.
Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You will find a small fox with white fur,
Kill it.
and you will be able to hunt it down.
Okay. Do I need to roll to hunt it down, or do I
Oh.
just get it?
Well, that is to determine what it is. Now that you've found it, how do you plan on actually hunting it?
Do I have any?
What happened?
Your boy Uzal
Found a
has
fox.
found a small polar fox.
Oh.
He has no way of currently catching it unless he describes it otherwise. He's
Am
found
I
it,
not with?
and he has no way of actually getting it for you.
But am I not with him?
You are. I was gonna have you roll it as well, but he just rolled really
Oh.
well. So
Yes, I'm pointing it out to Liam.
Hmm. How far away do you think that thing is?
It's probably like 50
Hmm.
feet.
I could probably hit that thing.
Go for it. That should last you a couple of days.
Very true. Should I just use my light crossbow, Gibby?
Yeah, go ahead and use your light crossbow. And we'll see if you hit the fox. Oh, let's see. Do I have an actual fox stat block? No, I'm going to use... Let's use a regular wolf. Because that's probably the closest thing. That will hit it. Let me roll for its HP real quick. Because one hit may not be enough.
Very, very true.
Would it get bleed damage?
So go ahead and roll for damage. And your single shot will pierce it through the neck, and it will fall over. As it turns its head towards the sound, it will simultaneously be shot, and it will fall over dead.
See, Uzo, I told you I had that thing. Now let's go collect the bounty.
Mm-hmm. Try to fill up a couple of those bags.
So I kept my spare blood bags, right? I would probably be
Yeah,
smart enough.
you kept the bags, but they're empty now.
Okay. How many did I have? Because he just said it went with the rations. I wasn't given a
You
number.
had 7 specifically,
Okay.
a week's long
And
worth.
how many
much would he
this
get,
box
yeah?
fill?
Make me a survival check, and we'll see how well you can red dead this fox.
Oh,
Can I do one
shit.
too, just in case I'm a little...
I will let him roll with advantage because you're helping him,
Okay.
but he's the one who's doing it, so. Alright,
Ooh.
22. I will give you a fair shot. Let's do... you're able to get 3 days worth of usable material, we'll say, out of this fox.
Nice. Would there be any bones or things left over?
This includes everything.
Ah, okay, okay.
So like things like eatable flesh, blood that can be extracted. This includes everything.
Okay.
So 3 days worth of feeding supplies, I suppose we'll call it.
Eat blood.
Yeah, the whole
I'm just gonna train it
kebab.
to the blood bags.
He's just got some raw meat in there.
That is true. Hey, you want dinner? What's all? I got dinner.
I mean, that'll work. And the bones can be used for stuff later.
Oh, you do love your bones. I do remember that.
And it will take you about 30 minutes to actually find and hunt this creature, and you will return with it, and the rest of the time, the actual skinning and removal of usable parts will be done near the hut around the rest of the group, who will kind of passively observe you doing this.
That's fine.
And
Let 'em
after a total hour has passed, you all will have completed your short rest.
Yeet.
At the end of your short rest, Claire will take out the table and put it in the center of the hut as she brings out her map. A familiar sight to you all, as it is similar to that of what Svent had and has given you. Claire will point to the map and say, there are several spots that we know to check for, and this is the one that we were thinking of going to next. As she draws a circle on the map. On the western
There we
portion
go.
of the map. We're told that this is rumored to be where the congregation of druids is going to be located, so it will be our biggest clue.
Gibby,
Yes.
which part is the front of the house? Like this way, this.
You guys are.
This
right,
is the front.
Right here. This is the front.
Oh, all right. Because didn't he run that way?
He would, according to this map, he would have actually ran this way. Because the front of the house is like here, like this is where the door is. So this is slightly
Yeah.
crooked. So he would have, because he ran out this way, he would have actually gone that way.
So like,
Hmm.
can we tell Claire that?
Claire will shrug and say, "I'm not sure what good an apprentice who has ran from his home will do for us, especially considering how he appears to be running out of the tundra, not further in."
Oh wait,
Can't blame him. I'd run
I'm
from the
lost.
shithole too.
Just in case, where is that dragon? Do you guys know where that thing may
Nope,
be?
no clue, no clue.
It should be. It's basically-
Mimir
should
will
be-
point to the map, and he will draw a circle around the place where Spelt showed them.
I
You
think
should have told them, bro.
most likely spot.
Man's a wild, bro.
Sage. Would
Hmm.
he
The
know
sage
this
will know-
dragon?
Well, based on evidence that we had gathered through our travel, he would have tried to keep the dragon asleep, and he's also a loner, so he wanted to be at the congregation
Congregation?
of the druids.
Alright, Miss Tall, Slender Lady, what do we do?
Claire will cross her arms and sigh. Well, if he's not with the rest of them, I suppose. Well, I wasn't expecting him. We knew he was a hermit, so I wasn't expecting him to be with the rest. But I thought asking them where he might have gone or is would, lead us to having more clues. But if there's already a place where you think he might be, why travel all across a tundra only to have to come all the way back for information we already knew? I say that unless we think the other druids are paramount, we should travel to this other location you have.
Alright, then it's settled.
The dragon.
The dragon. Just so
Right.
you guys know, you didn't take up on my offer, so if you guys go down, I'm out.
I said my blood
Oh.
was all free. Once it's down on the battlefield, spewed
And
out.
you
I'm
know
not
how
gonna-
hard it is to lick up blood when you have a giant monster after you?
Bring a straw.
You know what? You're
I'll
clever.
hit you up on my next menstruation cycle.
I rather not.
Claire will facepalm at that.
Anyway, dragon, let's go.
So,
Wait, I do want to tell Liam though that let's see how well we get along, and then I'll be willing to offer up my blood to ensure my survival.
How long we carry y'all around?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hey, I think this. There is a dragon. That's a lot of blood.
Oh, you're right. Uzal, what if we told the priest we killed a dragon?
I don't think he'd care.
But would he be happy?
I don't know, and it wouldn't matter unless he paid us.
Possibly the last of the dragons as well, considering.
Last of the dragons now, huh?
Probably.
Wonder
knows?
what kind of bounty that would fetch?
I don't know.
Remember,
Pray to your
If we help you find the
raven
dragon,
lady and see what happens.
Pray
are
to
we
her I
getting a cut of
shall.
this if we help you?
Depends on how well you do.
Because
Yeah.
prior to meeting us, you didn't believe there was a dragon.
I mean, it all depends on if there's a bounty on the dragon.
Mm.
If
Or
there is, then sure, we can share it. If there isn't, then I don't really care if we
or
kill it or not.
play devil's advocate. The dragon could seem as a powerful ally.
Since I don't have a direct connection with the goddess, is there a way for me to contact the guild
At this
or the
moment,
merchant?
there is not, because you know that the main source of contact is that in specified locations that are given to you each time you take a contract in locations, they will tell you
Mm-hmm.
of a drop off location. These drop off locations will have shrines or artifacts that can be used as kind of a channeling system. Think of it as like magical radios placed in specific locations that only operatives know of.
Mm-hmm.
Our
Um,
drop offs ways away.
and you know that the only form of contact is in the place of recovery, which is in Sideways, the place you must take the silver
Mm-hmm.
sage. So you must go all the way to Sideways simply to contact them.
I kind of pace around thinking about like if it's worth taking down a dragon on the chance of being paid.
Hmm. hmm. Well, that's all. Hear me out. Hear me out. What if we just look, you know, and then we report back, and then
I mean, no, it's fine. Last of the Dragons. Even if there's not a bounty, I have some contacts that might be interested in whatever's left of him.
But something to
Uh,
ponder as we walk, I guess.
okay, fine. We'll go to the dragon. But if the stage isn't there, we're leaving. The dragon isn't a priority.
No, of course, of course.
Alright.
I really don't die to the dragon.
Think there's gonna be a tavern out in the middle of the tundra.
That'd be nice. Send me a
Well,
drink.
funny you mentioned. No, I'm just kidding.
Beer needs to drink his sorrows.
No, he's baiting it. He's definitely baiting it. He's
the
saying that.
jester built a tavern.
He's saying that to relax our minds, but then there's gonna be one. We're all gonna get fucked.
So you all begin to travel, yes?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, sir.
All right. You all begin to travel, and we shall see if anything happens to you.
Wow.
I've had enough, man. I might retire at this, bro. It's probably better. I've
We're off
caused
to
enough.
see the dragon.
A
Yeah,
wonderful
caused
dragon
enough.
we will kill.
It would appear that
No.
luck is on your side, that there are no hidden or mysterious creatures, no hydras of ice that are out hunting for the moment.
Oh, good.
So
Not
many-
again.
You will spend the remainder of the day traveling. With the sun beginning to set, you will come across something you did not expect.
Oh.
You will come
Oh.
across some ruins.
I like ruins.
They're pretty ruiny.
But that, unfortunately, is where I will have to call it for today.
That is fine.
No.
I forgot to level up. I
Damn.
need help. I don't know how to do it anymore.
So, I'm calling the session to end it here to make sure that I have my dungeon ready, but also to make sure that I have
Wow.
everyone's tokens prepared for next time we play, because I don't have our two
Sounds
new
good.
boys' tokens ready, as well as finishing
Oh,
level
yeah,
ups to
yeah.
make sure everyone's fully decked out, including Claire and Poe, because if Voya does actually play with us next time, I'll need to make sure she's appropriate level, and same with Claire. So, that is where I will call it for today.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Thank you
At
everyone
least
for
we're
playing.
established.
Shout out to my
Hell yeah.
friend Brood, aka Revik, aka I can't believe he left the Discovery team to join some political douchebags. Love you. Love you, team, if you're watching this. Don't destroy
What?
our team.
Oh,
Anyway,
you're
shout out to the
right,
Cool Vista
you're
teams.
screaming.
Yes, because in case you forgot, I am in fact streaming live. And this
Give me
will be
stream
but
suck.
You're
Live
streaming?
from
Forget halfway through.
I am also
Gibby's.
streaming. I can't even lie.
I'm sleepy.
But that will be all for this session. Thank you everyone for playing, and thank you for watching, and we will see you all next time.
Next
See
time
ya.
on Naruto.
Good night.